What is going on, everybody? Matter222 here today, bringing you guys another figure review. Today we are looking at a number of figures. So shout out to my boy Blucher's Videos and Collectibles. He does videos like this quite often. Where he does like eBay hauls and shows you some of the stuff he got on eBay. So I thought I would do something similar. I had a slow week of buying figures, which doesn't happen too often for me. So I picked up a couple of things on eBay just to kind of fill some holes in my collection, just some spot fillers. And I figured I would just kind of mush them all into one video and kind of bring you guys that, kind of just do it that way. So the first one I got was the DC Multiverse 3 3/4 Solomon Grundy. Now, the Grundy is not 3 3/4. It is 3 3/4 scale because it is supposed to be a giant. But I picked him up. He was really cheap, and I kind of needed a Grundy until we got a decent one, or until the DCUC one dropped to a reasonable price. So I picked this one up. He looks all right. I mean, the jacket is a nice soft plastic, so there's not really much you can do with it, but at least there's that. And I do like the face sculpt, so I do like the yellowish teeth and the yellow eyes, and he's got all the scars. Not a lot of detail on it, not a lot of paint, but you can see the hands, fingernails not painted, which is fine. And then the feet. So decent enough figure, not really great. Articulation, head just kind of swivels on this side to side angle. Nothing for the torso. Arm moves up to here, moves in there, moves out that far. He's got a single jointed elbow and wrist rotation, and the hips move out this far. Kicks about that far forward, about that far back. We've got a single jointed knee and nothing for the feet. So yeah, this was the DC Multiverse 3 3/4 Arkham City one. If you remember, there was this one, and there was one that came with Batman and Clayface, and I think the packaging was stylized to look like a cage. I don't recall, but this guy was definitely cheap enough, so I kind of scooped him up. Overall, I don't mind him, but it's not going to be my definitive Grundy in my collection. I definitely have plans to upgrade him. Second figure I picked up. Now this was called the Superposable Abomination. This is the Abomination from the Incredible Hulk movie. Again, this was a spot in my MCU villains that I wanted to patch up. This is a nice looking figure. There's some good sculpting and some good detail on him. Let me adjust the light. Is that better? I don't think that's better. I'm gonna leave it like that. So yeah, there is some nice sculpting on him. You can see very veiny, very bony. He's got, of course, the huge backbone sticking out. It is nice. It is a little smaller than I would have wanted, and I got the second hand, so he's very loose. But the head is nice. The sculpt on the face is nice. Even the nice paint apps in the chest. Not a lot of nice kind of brown dry brushing over the green, so that's decent enough. Articulation, head just barely swivels side to side. Arm moves. It has kind of just a weird cut joint, so it swivels around. It moves in and out a little bit, and then he has a bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, wrist rotation. We got a waist twist in the torso, not quite a diaphragm joint, but you can kind of move it forward and back, but mostly a waist twist. Hips don't move out, but again, they kind of have these weird cut joints where they can swivel like that. He's got single jointed knees, and the ankles do not have rockers, but they do rotate on this weird kind of side angle. So overall, for a cheap Abomination, just to kind of be a spot filler, just to kind of, I mean, ultimately this wasn't a very great villain, not a super great villain in a movie that was not super great. So I kind of got this guy on the cheap, and I'm happy because I think he does the trick. Excuse me, guys. Small yawn coming on. Sorry about that. So he kind of does the trick for me, just to kind of have an Abomination in my MCU villain display, and keeping in the trend with MCU villains. We have Monger from the first Iron Man movie. I'm not sure which one this is. Again, it was just super cheap on eBay, so I scooped him up. And again, this is a really nice looking figure. The only thing, I think this might have belonged to a child, because you can see there's a lot of coloring on him. Like it looks like someone drew on him with a marker, which is fine. I mean, for $12, $15 on eBay, you get what you pay for. It's nothing that a baby wipe can't clean up. But overall, nice look of the legs. I mean, the feet, he stands okay. The hands look good. The body looks good. He's in relatively good shape. He's not broken or anything. Again, kind of suffers from the same problem as Abomination, where he's very loose, which maybe is not necessarily a fault of these figures. It could just be, like I said, maybe I think this one came from a kid, because I think this one seems well played with, and with the markers. But nice figure nonetheless. For articulation, the head swivels side to side. Arm moves up like that. You can move it in that far, out that far. And the shoulder pad does kind of move around. It doesn't really move around. It just kind of can lift it up. Got a bend in the elbow. And it can weirdly bend back. Like, look how far back it bends. Which makes me think it's reversed, but it's not. Hand does not rotate. Yes, hand does rotate. It's got a waist twist. Hips don't move out. They kind of move at a weird swivel. Bend in the knee. And the feet do have ankle pivot. No ankle rocker. So, decent looking figure. Again, just to kind of have an Ironmonger, just to patch up a spot on that shelf. I'm happy with. And again, I got a Abomination just for the same reason, just to kind of fill out my MCU villains. And then I got this Solomon Grundy for like $8. So I'm happy with it for $8 for now. Again, the Grundy I don't think is going to be my definitive Grundy. These two I think will. But that is it, guys. That is this video. I hope you liked it. Those are my recent eBay loose figure purchases. Again, guys, shout out to Blucher's Videos and Collectibles. Go check out his channel, because it's good, very good. And I think that's going to be it. So thank you guys again for watching. If you haven't already, guys, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. It would really help me out. And if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed anyway, you might as well just go ahead and give it a hit. Like this video, share it with your friends, leave me a comment, all that good stuff. Social media links are going to be in the description. Of course, you guys know that. And then go check out facebook.com/sanctuary, youtube.com/sanctuary. Go check us out on both of those platforms. That is going to be it for me, you guys. Thank you again. This is my first recording video. I am quite backlogged. Not backlogged, but I am recorded ahead. So I don't know when this video is going to be getting uploaded, but this is my first recorded review of 2019. So I hope you guys like it. Have a great day, and I'll catch you guys next time with another figure review, and bye.